Monday. I'm Olivia. This is my SilverSneakers Flex chair yoga class. Let's begin at the back of the seat. Okay, what a lot of room up here today. What's that?
Oh, no, you're fine. Standing on your lap.
Yeah. Oh, settle on in. Tuck the shoulder blades underneath you. Little tuck in your chin. Come to some stillness. Let's see if I can get some music on here or something while you settle in. And then let the eyes just slowly drift open. Nice, soft, easy gaze. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. Maybe circle the ankles and the wrists. All right. And let's move forward towards the edge of the seat. Let's stretch my hands forward, tip the head, drop the chin down towards the chest. Come over to the other side and right back up, and then look right and left. And back to the center. And then we tip over to the left, drop the chin, come over to the other side and right back up, look left and right. You got that? Let's try it again. Over to the right, chin down, look right and left. And then tip over to the left. I'm not watching. I don't matter. And then look left and right. All right, slide the hands back by the crease of the hip. Point the elbows to the back wall. Feel the shoulder blades come, the back of the chair. Feel the shoulder blades come together. And then we're gonna go this way, kind of bulldog style. So stick the elbows out and tuck the chin towards your chest. All right, let's go back again. The elbows point to the back of the chair. Lift the heart. Oh. If I were a cat, I would purr. And then elbows out. Okay. Lift the heart. Exhale. Oh. One more time. And elbows out. All right, then just sitting up nice and tall. I'm going to roll back towards the fleshy part of your seat. Sit up tall. Again, so I'm going to scoop in my belly, roll back. You should feel that low back space kind of open up a little bit there. And then sit up tall. Again, rolling back. Watch this doesn't happen. All right. Another thing to think about as you're rolling back, think tall. All right. So, oh, crown of the head lengthens up. Yes, I see your eyebrows come up when you do that, Jackie. Oh, she says. It was cute. And back up. All right, now let's get into the hips. Lower. Switch directions. All right, let's take the legs a little bit wider. I'm going to drop that right shoulder down towards the mat, towards the earth. And you can take that right hand over if you'd like, using that left hand for a little bit of leverage. And then come on back up. Drop the left shoulder. Stay right there, or maybe take that left hand on top of the right. Feel a little deeper stretch. Let's do it again. Deep breath in. Exhale. Guided by breath. Inhale. Exhale. One range of motion, one breath. Oh, I need to do this again. It feels so good. I hope it does to you as well. But just use your breath and let it guide you through this. Here's the inhale. Here's the exhale. Lovely. Back in. Roll the shoulders. And again. Now, one big one all the way around. Cross the arms if that feels good, and we'll leave them out to the side. And then let's just have this little rotation. Yeah. So nothing moving. Let your gaze go with you here. So you're looking towards the right, and then you're looking towards the left. Trust yourself, all right? You don't need to look at me and see this. The further you stretch your arms, the more work. So if you need them in, that's okay too. And one more time. All right, left hand comes to your thigh. Reach that right arm up. Now, watch this. I'm going to come down towards the earth, almost like I'm going to push everything away. Lift up and over. All the way down. Push it away. Flip the palm to the ceiling. And again, resist that. Push that away. All the way up. And now we're just going to hold this, float it down, and look towards that left wall. Nice and tall. All right, so here we go. Other hand. Coming over. Use that right hand. Push it away. And again, up and over. Feeling those core muscles work. Big range of motion around the shoulder, if that works for you. And again. Last one. And then drop it to that right thigh. And look towards that right wall. Deep breath. All right. And then to the front. Tuck the tailbone. Separate the shoulder blades. Arms come up and around. And hinge at the hip. Keep them out wide here. Pulse to the ceiling. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring them together again. Tuck the tailbone. Scoop the belly. Separate the shoulder blades. Nice C shape to your spine. That should feel good. Up, around. Hinge at the hip right here. Pull the shoulder blades in. Low pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Around the spine. Up and around. And we pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to play airplane right here like this. Hinge and tip and tip. And again. One more time. All right, both hands to the shins. Little baby cobra, hard up. And release. Reverse swan dive all the way back up. Beautiful. Right knee in, and let's circle that out and around. So range of motion, you can hold underneath, but the idea is to keep the body absolutely still as you do this. All right. So nothing moving. And my left foot is firmly planted on the ground there. All right. Let's bring it in. Roll back a little bit. Ooh. And then inhale, stretch it out. Excellent. This time I'm going to C-shape my spine. Press it out. All right, this time, bring it in and then sit really tall. Let that leg drop down, straighten the arms. So I'm lifting the heart, la la la, circle the ankle. All right, nice. Let's switch to the other side. Same thing here, it's going to go out and around. You can support it if you need to, right? And keep it on the ground. Try to keep everything still here in the body. Yeah, nice. Breathe. Okay, here we go. Bring it in. First, I'm going to round the spine and then extend it out. And again. So you feel that stretch all down upper back into the low back. And one more time. Bring it in. And then from here, let the foot drop, straighten the arms, and lift the heart. So sitting as tall as you can. Yes. Don't let the leg circle. Very tall. All right, drop it down. This one. Wake them up. Okay. All right. We'll take them back out. We're going to leave them there. Press down. Nice and tall. Nice and tall. Find the tip of the sit bones right there. And you're sitting as tall as you can. Press the shoulders down. Connect the ribs and the hips. Breathing deep. And then release them. Press the knees out. You work in the chest. Sit up tall. And then go the other way. Sitting up tall. underneath here. We're going to see if we can stand up in this position today, okay? So here we go, standing up. And you know we go into goddess pose. This is sort of how we come into it. So let's just do that. You don't have to tap down. We're just going to take a wide standing plie. And you know what? If that doesn't work, bring the feet together and do what does work, okay? The purpose is to get the leg strong. We're just in a little different angle here now. And you can hinge at the hip, but you're working a little different part of the leg when you do this. And again, 3 more, 2 more, and last one. All right, y'all did it. Y'all got out. Perfect. That's all I'm looking for. You just want to switch it up a little bit. Okay, move around to the back of the chair, grab yourself a drink of water, and away we go. Okay, I'm going to come around the left side of the chair first. And I've got my hand on the chair, but then let's just come into mountain pose. This is here for balance because we might need it for right now. Heels underneath the sit bones. And then just roll around the feet, especially if you have your bare feet on. You'll feel a little bit easier. When you're home in your bare feet, do it again. Stand there doing dishes, brushing your teeth. Just rolling around the feet. Sort of looks like I'm losing my balance, but I'm not. The chair's there. Okay, and then press that right foot into the earth. We're going to take the left foot to the front, to the side, to the back, and knee in. All right, to the front, to the side, to the back, kind of the diagonal back there. And then in, and I want you to extend it out. Extend it out. Extend it out, all right? Don't be wimpy. Straighten it out. If you need to put the foot on the ground to do that, it's okay with me. And again, out, side, back, and lift. Again, out, side, back, and lift. And just hold it there for a moment. Stay nice and tall. Maybe balance. And then we'll put it back down. Take it out a little bit wider. Slide down the legs. And around the spine and roll back up. All right. We go to the other side. Same thing. All right, so lift that outside leg, press it to the front, to the side, to the back. So you're using top of the leg, side of the leg, and the back of the leg. And again. And lift it as high as you're comfortable. Keep it on the ground if you need to. And back. You feel that around that hip right there? Work in different parts, I hope so. One more time. And back. All right, bring that knee in. Stand tall, a little soft bend in that supporting leg. Maybe find a moment's balance, not much. And now to the side. Slide down. Now while you're here, I love this image, that you got to get down and look in the very bottom of the refrigerator, because what did you leave back in there? So get down there and then turn and look one direction. And then do the same thing, look the other direction, right? You got to get down there to look. Back to the center, tuck the tailbone and round the spine back up. All right, come into downward facing dog. Nicely done. Feet are about chair width apart, step on back, turn that tailbone to the back wall, hinge at the hips, almost like you're going to let all that water in your pelvis spill out onto your thigh muscles. The image is that it's a fishbowl, all right? And you're going to let it spill out and run down your thigh muscles there. And then imagine somebody's trying to pull that tailbone back. So you feel that open up in that low back. Oh, yeah. Lovely. All right, take the gaze over the chair. Step the right foot in. Before we put that left foot down, let's take it back into the back and just circle the ankle. All right. All right, and then bring it up towards the knee and kick it on back there. And again. And back. 2 more. All right. Reach way back. I'm hinged at the hip. Toe, ball, heel. Goes down. Warrior 1. Here we are. Lovely. Plug your shoulders back in where they belong. And we're going to circle around a little bit. You need one hand on the chair. Please do it. All right. Don't fall. One hand on the chair. I'm moving my rib cage around. If this feels better to you, do that. All right. Hand on the chair, reach back, look over that left shoulder or right shoulder. Arms back up, and we go the other way. Reach back, look over that left shoulder. All the way back up. We're going to hinge at the hip, bring the hands right there by this beach ball on your backside. Right there, little pause. Yeah. Circle them up, bring them up by the face if you can. I'm hinged at the hip still, and then I'm going to step that back foot in, reach to the ceiling, arms up. And we go the other side. All right, take that leg out, circle the ankle. All right, and then bring it up to the knee, and back. And again, and find length in it. All the way back, right? It's not wimpy. It's got some energy to it. Send it back. So you really feel this glute working back here. Spend time. All right, and one more time. It goes back, way back. I'm hinged at the hip. Toe, ball of the foot, heel, rise up. Keep the shoulders plugged where they belong as you lift. A little circle around. You could drop the hands, that's okay. Feel the ribs moving. All right, look to the left wall. Come right back up. Look to the right wall. Nicely done. Nothing moving from the navel down, right? Hinge at the hip. You're going to hold this beach ball behind your back. And then let the heart come forward. What a difference that makes when I say that. Okay, heart's coming forward. The arms are going to come forward. You're going to load up that front leg right here. Reach up by that face. Step that back foot in. Reach to the ceiling. And we take this forward fold. So create some space here. Forward fold. Halfway rise. Slide. The idea with this halfway rise is that back goes flat. So let the heart come forward here. Slide down, hinge at the hip, look towards the earth, bend the knees, and reverse swan dive all the way back up. Let's turn to this wall, right hand on the chair, and we'll take some sunflowers all the way. Now, if you don't need the hand on the chair, then don't do it. But you are facing the right wall, right? My toes are turned out on the diagonal a little bit. I'm bending the knees. I'm hinging at the hip. One more time. All right. Both arms up. Hold that right there. Let's drop that right hand in the chair. I'm going to swing that arm in front, and then I'm going to paint the wall behind me. All right? So scoop up with the palm up, and then turn the palm and paint that wall. Right? I want you to splay the fingers out. Bam! As you go to the back and paint it. The biggest range of motion your arm is capable of. Right? One more time. And back. And back to the chair. Lift up on that back heel. We'll come into high lunge. So now it's balance. I have that heel up in the back. You need it down, it's okay. See if you can find it. Ribs and hips are going to connect. Inner thighs pressed together. Shoulders are plugged in. Wow, amazing. And breathe. All right, step both feet in, reach to the ceiling. And we go the other side. This time we'll take moonflowers, all right? So that's like, just as we were getting up out of the chair, we've got the knees bent, arms up. We're going to bend in the knees and come right back up. Just a little bit of a hinge in the hip. You know, the idea is to try to keep the shoulders on the wall behind you here in moonflowers. Yes. Stay there. We have music in the back too, I like that. Busted. One more time. Okay, right hand on the chair. This is where you're going to reach through. Palm up, and then you're going to paint that wall behind you. Bend both knees. Come through with that bent knee. Go back with the bent knee. Or keep them straight, whatever feels good to you. But I'm holding on to the chair so I can get this as big as I can. And one more time. All right, bring that hand back to the chair. You're going to lift back heel. Toes facing straight ahead on the railroad tracks. High lunge. Right? It's awesome, huh? Lift the heart. So darn good. Back to downward facing dog. Step one back. Take that deep breath. Take whatever you need from this. Stretch whatever you need to. Let's bring the hands back to the thighs, and we'll take that vinyasa, reverse swan dive up, forward fold. Big wide wingspan, hinge at the hip, bend the knees. Your hands are going to slide to the quads right there. Heart forward, flat back, think that. Release into forward fold, reverse swan dive all the way back up. Beautiful. Okay, check out. That should be a daily thing. You should do that all the time. It just feels so good. Not first thing in the morning. Wait a little bit. Have a drink of water. Come on back. All sorts of things going on. All right, so feet come into mountain pose. Heels are under the sit bones. Let's just sink even deeper into the feet. Bend the knees. A great stretch in the low leg. Come on back up. And again, sink down. Nothing changing in the upper body, right? So you're not going to hinge at the hip. You're just bending the knee until you feel that nice stretch in that low leg. Don't overdo it, but just a little bit. And down. All right, we're going to inhale, lift up, and exhale, take it right back down. I think my phone's in the on mode. And down. One more time. And down. All right, deep breath in, arms up. Now, come to the right toe. We're going to step out into warrior two. So turn that toe. Heel ball toe there. I'm going to take my other leg out a little bit. Left toe to the front, right toe to the right wall. Arms out. Drop your shoulders. Now make any adjustment you need here with your feet, with your arms, whatever feels good. So you can come in this position and say, gosh, this feels so good. I love this. Press the shoulders down in the back. Let's do this one time. Palms to the front. Stretch the elbows back. Feel the chest stretch. Feel stretch down through the arms here as well. And then give yourself a hug. Tuck your chin towards your chest. All right. Both arms go to the ceiling. And you're going to take that right hand and push it down. Resist it. Pushing down. And again. Gaze up. Coming down. And as you come down, check and be sure that knee is over the ankle. All right. And again, all the way down. And let's find warrior two. Gaze over those two-piece fingers. Beautiful. That palm turns to the ceiling. And we're going to lift into reverse. Use the chair if you need to for balance. Once you take your gaze away from where you're going. Or the leg. Or maybe possibly your back right pocket. But whatever is good for you. You can put a firm grip on the chair if you need to. We're going to level this back out in warrior two. Gaze to the front, so turn the rib cage back to the front. And then I'm going to slide the ribs over here. And resist. Lifting up. Yeah, see if that arm will float up by your face. Side angle. Extended side angle means I'm going to hinge a little bit at the hip and let that arm float a little closer to my face. So I have this long line from the fingers all the way to my heel there, right? Shoulders where they belong, right? Not up by your ears. And then we're going to circle sweep this. I'm going to take this even deeper. Now when you come back up, keep that knee over the ankle. It's going to want to straighten. Don't do it. Open wide. Warrior two. Clap. And hand back in. And go to the other side. Okay, so lifting up on the heel, on the ball of the foot. There's that balance. So it looks an awful lot like warrior, like mountain pose still. And then we see if we can find a little balance, maybe to the toe. And then we're going to step that foot out. And find your shape, warrior two, whatever you need, wherever you need your feet to be. Knee over the ankle, back leg straight, and hold. Press the knuckles back. Give yourself a hug. Release, deep breath in. Now you're going to push that left hand down, and you're going to resist with your left shoulder. And again, lifting. And if that doesn't work, go ahead and switch. That's okay. And down. And this one, let your gaze follow. Take it up. Come all the way down and back to warrior two. Beautiful. Look over those two-piece fingers. Check. Knee over the ankle still. You shouldn't be able to see your shin here. You should actually see your toes. All right. Palm to the ceiling. Let's go to reverse. Let the gaze come up if that works for you when using the chair or the thigh or the back pockets. Breathe deep. And I'll be quiet for a moment. A lot of chatter. All right, so we level this back out. And then we're going to come into side angle. So side angle is right here, easy enough, right? Now if I'm going to take it a little bit deeper, I'm going to hinge at this hip. and let this arm float a little closer to my face. Yeah, front knee is bent there. Yeah, maybe turn the gaze, use the chair if you need to. Let these fingers stretch as far as they can from the hip. Wow, amazing. Roll that right shoulder back a little bit. And here we go. We're going to circle this around. Now don't take this knee any deeper. Come back to warrior two. Lifting up. Lovely. Toes to the front. We clap. And all the way back in. Walk your feet in. We need a little shake out, right? The legs, torso, do it. All right. And downward facing dog. Step back. Over the chair, step that left foot in, bring that right foot in, the heel to the seat. All right, so using the hamstring muscles, and the knee drops to the earth here. And you can soften that knee you're standing on a little bit. Maybe curl that seat in or heel into your seat a little bit more. Have a firm grip on the chair if you need it. The other option is one arm up and maybe find balance. Dancer pose. So I'm going to put that heel on the ground in front of me. Can you see that right there? And then I'm going to step back on the other foot. And we're going to get a stretch on the back of that front leg now by hinging at the hip. Use the chair. You could even come into our lovely little crocodile pose here. Both of my legs are straight. And I'm in pyramid pose from the low half. All right. Use the front feet. The front feet, not the back feet. Does that seem weird? I mean, that's as in more than one, right? All right, pushing away from the chair, coming into pyramid pose. I need to move my back foot in a little bit, but coming into pyramid pose, reaching up. Deep breath in. We take this candlestick pose, draw this line up, drop your shoulders down. Yeah, right. Awesome. Lift the heart a little bit more, drop the shoulders a little bit more. Bring the ribs and the hips together, as solid as you can possibly be in this, right? All right, float them open. Hands to the chair. I'm going to lift this back leg, or front leg, to the back. So hands on the chair. It's going to seem weird, but we're going to get it back there. And then lift from the heel. You can soften that leg you're standing on. Heart's coming forward. And you have options. You can keep both hands on the chair. You could bring one to your heart. You could bring the other to your heart. You could stretch them out. Warrior three. What do you know? All right, push back up to the chair. All right, lift the heel. Curl the heel to your seat. Soften that supporting leg. Let that knee drop to the earth so that sole of the foot's going to go back a little bit further, and we come into our dancer pose. Hands on the chair or up, doesn't matter to me. You should feel the back of the leg, hamstring working here, and the glute. All right, so we're going to stretch this. You can put the heel and ground on the front, step on back, hinge at the hip. You can relax over the chair, but that leg in the front is going to be getting should be getting a nice stretch down the back of the leg there. All right, and let's push back up. Readjust your feet as you need to. We're going to come into this candlestick pose with our hands. Draw this line. Plug the shoulders back. Lift the heart. Ribs and hips connected. Strong legs, they're not locked, but they're strong, right? Beautiful. Float them open to the chair. We're going to push this front leg back. I needed to readjust a little bit. And if you have a chair behind you, it's kind of nice. You can put your foot on the chair. What is that? I'm cheating. And find your warrior three, and it can be just right here, just like this. Heart coming forward is just fine. All right, we push back up. Deep breath in. Let's take that vinyasa. Forward fold. Oh my goodness. Rising up. Oh, release into forward fold. Look towards the toes and then reverse swan dive all the way back up. All right. Use the chair if you need to. I'm going to reach towards my left wrist, peel the hand to the ceiling, and then I'm going to push my hips over to the left. Oh, stretch that side. And then we'll go the other way. Same thing. Stretch that side. All right, come back to the center. One more thing. I'm going to cross the right foot behind, left foot behind, holding onto the chair. I am going to use my right hand on the chair, but then I'm going to push over a little bit more so I can see if we can get this stretch down the IT band, down the side, which has been a problem for me. As long as we're here. All right, let's go the other side, holding onto the chair for this one. Foot comes behind, and I'm going to push my hips over to the side and stretch. Lovely. And release. All right, check it out again. Have a drink of water. We shall sit back down. Oh. Yeah, we'll sit back down. I gotta go today. I had something else I was going to do, but that's okay. We'll sit back down. Okay, edge of the seat still, please. And right leg goes out in front. Cross that hand, right hand over. And just take this lovely, lovely twist here. Easy enough. Right? Right. Because we're nice and warm, we stay there for a little bit longer. You know, in the beginning, it's one range of motion, one breath. But we're warm now, so we can take this a little bit deeper. We can stay here a little bit longer. Every inhale, you find length. Every exhale, you settle into that or move a little bit deeper. All right, come on back to the front. I'm going to cross that foot over. The sole of the foot goes to the instep right there. Now, you know, if this next figure four stretch doesn't work, keep your foot right there. All right. Otherwise, I'm going to slide that right up. Grab hold of it. The ankle's right there at the knee. Support it. Open it up. Press that low back forward. Maybe hinge at the hip. Some of y'all like to do that. You can take these arms. We call this waterfall. Just hanging over there. Find a place where you say, gosh, you know what? I could stay here for a long time because the stretch feels really good. Couple of deep breaths. That'll also help. All right, let's take this leg out to the side. Hold that knee right there. Sit nice and tall. Knee right over the ankle. And then once again, we're going to add this rotation. Inhale, tall spine. You always want to rotate when you've got a nice tall spine. And then look towards that left wall. Using right hand and left hand. Right. All right, come on back to the front. Hold that leg there. I'm going to hinge at the hip. Come forward a little bit and using my hand on the thigh. And then release into forward fold. Use that same hand, push off. Come right back up. And back in. I'm going to stretch that leg out. Here's the twist. Put that right hand when it's comfortable. Inhale, you find that length. Exhale, maybe you got a little more twist in you. You can even take that right hand and wrap it all the way around to your left hip. A little bit of a bind. All right, come on back to the front. Let's bring that sole of the foot in right there. Let that knee drop open. A little inner thigh stretch. Oh, this feels good to me. Okay, so if this is accessible to you, we're going to take that heel, come right up the ankle. Use those inner thighs to do it first, and then when you've said that's enough, grab hold, all right? And then find this perfect stretch for you here, supporting it or opening it. So tall, so you can press that low back tall. It's coming in my face, scratching, itching me today, sorry. Hinge at the hip if you'd like, or this just easy waterfall here. Just let the hands open up. Take it out to the side. hold that knee right over the ankle. All right, very tall, deep breath. Exhale, rotate. Keep pressing that knee there. You want to feel that nice inner thigh stretch as you do that, right? I've turned to the right. So I don't know what you did the last time. Sorry. Now I'm just seeing you too. Sorry. All right. Then we're going to come back to the knee. Square everything up to the front. Hinge at the hip. A long spine. Stretch the heart forward. Feel that length in your spine as you do this. Oh my goodness. And then push back up. Let's bring both feet in. One sit bone at a time. Up and to the back. Now, get the pelvis in the back. See if you can keep the back away from the chair and extend the legs out. Press through the heel. Pull the toe towards the ceiling. You haven't sat back in the seat yet. Maybe the arms can go back. Plug the shoulders, lift the heart. Wow. You get that. You are really getting that now. It's awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, now roll that spine back and then sit back. Let everything fall back down. Nicely done. Close your eyes. Lots of stuff to unpack from this past week, I think. So let go of that. Breathe in that gratitude. Some joy. Lots more time for unpacking. This time, fill it up with good things. Opening the hands, begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Bring the hands together at your heart. For whatever reason you came here today, know you are worth it. Namaste. Have a wonderful day. Nice journey.